So when are y'all gonna wake up and start acting like what you think you are?
What's up, guys? It's Ronnie with InvestWithRonnie.com. Today is Tuesday, February 26th, and what I want to share with you guys are just some typical mistakes that you may have the opportunity to avoid if you come across this video and or come across someone else who may give you similar mistakes to really help you start growing your business at an effective rate, utilizing the platforms effectively so that you can cut the learning curve and start reaping the rewards of your labor. So what we're going to talk about is just a few mistakes, that I myself have encountered along the way in my journey. It's numbers, dude. A few mistakes that I've encountered myself in my journey, as well as have learned through the mistakes of others. A famous quote by Charlie Munger, a famous investor, is it is true that we learn from mistakes, but it's not necessary for them to always be our mistakes. So yeah, you definitely want to learn from others' mistakes, which should definitely help you cut the learning curve in your journey, in your business, in your career. But like I said, some of these mistakes, you even may have even joined the program and came across some training, and they were telling you to actually do some of these things. But that is why, it's good to find a leader, get around people with the same goal, those with the same ambitions, so you guys can share ideas, learn from each other's mistakes, get suggestions and things of that nature to, really help everybody reach that threshold that they're trying to cross, that we're all trying to get to, whether it's time freedom, financial control, abundance, prosperity. We all want more in life. We just got to get around the people who are on the same path and is doing the work. So first, what we want to talk about, first mistake, relationship first, business second. And what this means is pretty much, when you're prospecting or when you're connecting with people, what you want to make sure you are doing is, once you connect with them, whether they accept a friend request or they send you a friend request and you accept that friend request, you want to connect with them. Shoot them a message, say, hey, glad to be a part of your network. How's things going these days? Start building that relationship. Start building that like, know, and trust factor. Get to know them. I recommend scrolling through their profile, find out some information, interesting things about them before you actually send that message. Maybe some things that you guys have in common that you could use as a conversation opener. So you can start off on, common ground, start off with some interest that you guys have in common. And you really just want to, get to know the person, build that relationship, find out what they do for a living, their family, if they have kids, where they're from. Usually a lot of this information is on their profile, but you still want to ask questions and get them talking about themselves. People love to talk about themselves. But so you can know, pretty much what the follow-up question is. What is it? Get to know them, what their needs are, and so forth and so forth. Now, as I go along with this presentation, what you will recognize or what you will realize is that some of these are very similar, but in different aspects. They all have their own way of helping you leverage what to say, how to say it, when to say it, and when to actually go in for, going for the close after a number of things that you still have to put in place before you, want to get to that point. You just want to connect with them, ask some things about their business, not up front, necessarily, but as the conversation goes, their answers will give you your next question. Based off of the answers, you'll definitely know what you should follow up with, where the conversation's really going, if they show any interest in the conversation or what you guys are talking about. And you just got to pay attention. You have to listen. Take into effect that rule. Be quick to listen, slow to speak, so that you actually have all the data and information to leverage in controlling the conversation and finding out exactly what it is about them that you may be able to help them with and build a relationship with, and so forth and so forth. Relationship first, business second. Business second. Focus on building the relationship first, and then use the answers to their your questions, their answers to your questions, to direct the conversation, eventually moving to business second, in which you ask them, hey, what do you do for a living? Whether it's on their profile already or not, just ask. Things change. People may not update their profile. They may actually lost their job or working part-time, looking to make money online part-time so they can leave their job or whatever the case is. So you do just want to ask them things about their business when it comes to that point. Hey, what do you do for a living? What does that entail? How long have you been doing that for? Do you like what you do? So you really want to get down to the nitty-gritty. Find out what it is that they need, and if your service or product can help them get to where they're trying to get to. What we want to talk about second is using the tools, the wrong tools. I learned this myself, actually. I learned that different social media platforms in various ways are similar, but also there's different ways that you should go about marketing on these platforms, depending on what it is you're doing. I found that now Facebook definitely is the biggest social platform there is, with billions of people. But not only that, it has more data than all the other social platforms. Facebook knows probably more about you than you know about yourself, just based off of your activity on your Facebook profile, things that you like, things that you don't like, what interests you, what doesn't interest you, people you connect with, people you don't connect with, and things of that nature. I learned that Instagram, through my experience and through, various trainings, Instagram is kind of like an entertainment platform. Still has engagement, still has, likes and showing interest, but it's kind of geared towards more of tangible products. Some people are in e-commerce, Amazon drop shipping, things like that. Instagram, influencers, that is where that business model is where Instagram really flourishes at. Now, for network marketers and things of that nature, you definitely still can use Instagram, get a following. Definitely encourage you to still engage with people that like your posts and follow you. But I find that Facebook is more for networking and connecting with people. Instagram is for like tangible products. LinkedIn, which used to actually be for jobs and still is, but I find certain type of content scales better on LinkedIn, which I have a LinkedIn, but I don't use it much. I want to focus on one platform. That's what I recommend. Focusing on one platform first, mastering that platform before you move to another one. Unless it's certain things like, I use Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, which I recommend everybody should be using YouTube, but Instagram still definitely you can use that for your quotes, your motivational, building your brand awareness, especially. And LinkedIn is geared towards more like, let's say like this video, different steps, practical mistakes that people make, 3 top most marketing strategies, things like that, step-by-step type of content scales better in LinkedIn. For whatever reason, I don't know. It's just something I noticed. So utilizing the wrong tools, or not even having tools, things like follow-up automated email sequences, whether you have a platform that has automatic email follow-up like Aweber or GetResponse. Some people have like ClickFunnels, which comes with things, capture leads, captures emails, email follow-up sequences, sales pages, lead pages, can create numerous amounts of sales funnels. The system I actually use as well is similar to ClickFunnels. You can create unlimited sales funnels, you can create unlimited capture pages, unlimited sales pages, for any business whatsoever, online, offline. You can create unlimited follow-up email campaigns, sequences. So definitely something you guys need to be utilizing. Not utilizing nothing. No tools. You're just posting your link everywhere and you're wondering why the business is not working for you, because you're using the wrong tools in the wrong fashion. Spamming, just blasting your affiliate link out there is not going to work. Overuse and abuse, that goes hand in hand with spamming. Going into connections wrong from the beginning. So, guy, a girl, a lady, accepts your friend request, you accept their friend request, and then you shoot them a message and say, hey, I don't know if you're interested, but if for any reason you are interested, I got some information I'd like for you to check out, blah, blah, blah. You don't want to, on the first message, send them information about your business. You don't want to do that. You want to build the relationship. That goes back to the first slide. Relationship first, business second. You need to find out if they're even worth talking to. Too many or too little post or content. You need to have content. You need to build your brand. You need to build awareness. You need to get attention. You need to provide value. If you don't have any value, then you're not going to do well in the marketplace. You have nothing to help anyone or anybody or any business. Utilizing the wrong tools or not utilizing tools at all. These last two, not identifying a need for your service or product. That goes hand in hand with, like I said before, they all kind of have similar, they all kind of combine to, one big thing, which is relationship first and business second. But you want to make sure you identify if the person even has a need for your service or product. They may not even be in the market to start making money online. They may not even be looking for a platform to where they can create unlimited sales funnels. They may not, they may not be in the field for your service or product. That is something you need to identify before you try and go for the close, so you don't even waste your time talking to the wrong people. Even people that you may be talking to that aren't in the right mindset, personal development, those people are a waste of time. Are a waste of time. You need to identify if they have a need or a desire for your product or service. Now, I wouldn't say definitely cut them off, because down the line they may open up and shoot you a message and say, hey, I've been thinking about it. You have some information that maybe you can see me, I could check out and see what I think about it. That goes hand in hand with failure to qualify prospect. There's a number of things that you want to ask within building the relationship and finding out about their business or their career or their job, and finding out if they even have a need for your service. There are qualifying questions that I do recommend that you ask them so that you can find out if they have a need for your service or product. And we'll be touching on that right now. Qualifying questions. What kind of questions should you be asking? Hey, what do you do for a living? How long have you been doing that? Do you like what you do? And if they say, their answer gives you your answer. Their answer gives you your answer. And also the follow-up question. If they say they don't like what they do, or, they got laid off and they've been working this job they really don't like, but they're just working it because it pays the bills and they make a lot of money, but they don't have any time freedom. They're at work 10, 12 hours a day, 4 or 5 days a week. That gives you your answer. That gives you your qualifying answer to the qualifying question. And then you follow up and say, hey, you ever thought about doing anything else, or maybe adding a second stream of income to your household so that you could start scaling that, so that you could someday leave that job and live life on your own terms? Qualifying questions is something you definitely want to take note of. Make it a repetition, make it a habit, make it second nature, so you sound like you're confident, you know what you're talking about. But don't sound too scripted when you're asking these qualifying questions. Just have a conversation with them. Be yourself, be authentic, but make sure you get the questions you need to get answered so that you can qualify the prospect, find out if they have a need for your service, and move on. Know your numbers. This is another thing, another mistake that a lot of newbies coming online fail to do. Like myself, when I first started, didn't know anything about knowing my numbers. I knew I needed leads. I knew I needed to nurture those leads, and I knew eventually I would make sales, but I didn't know my numbers. Leads to sales ratio, which is, if you, hypothetically speaking, if you buy traffic, buy 100 clicks, 30 people opt in, you make 1 sale. You do it again, buy another 100 clicks, say 20 people opt in, you make 1 sale. 100 clicks, 50 people opt in, but you still make 1 or maybe 2 sales. So you know your numbers, you know your leads to sales ratio. You know out of about 100 leads, 30 people is actually going to get some more information. Be open to the, giving you the email address. And then out of those 30 people, you get 1 or 2 people that actually buy into the product or service that you are providing or offering. So now what you do is you rinse and repeat. You need to know your numbers so you know how much work you need to put in to give you more of understanding of what you're dealing with, so that you don't feel like you're just doing a whole bunch of work. You actually have a goal. You know what your lease to sale ratio is. So if you want to get to a certain income per month, you know, based on your leads and sales ratio, how much work or how many leads or how many sales, how many leads you need in order to have potentially the amount of sales that you need to get to your goal. Knowing which prospects are warm and which are hot and ready for your service or product is also another mistake. Newbies come online and don't really grasp the concept. Knowing which leads are warm are ones that are open, received information, will like information, but you still need to nurture them a little bit, still need to get to know more about them and their career, their job, their business, and what their actual need is in their business, what they're lacking, and if your service or product can help them in that particular area. Hot and ready for your service are those who you send information, they sound very open, they connect with you, you connect with them, and all you got to do is go in for the close. So yes, you definitely want to know which prospects. Definitely, make a list as well. You want to make a list of those people that you still need to nurture a little bit. They're warm, but you still need to nurture them and build that rapport and relationship. And then another list of your very hot prospects in which you start wrapping them up, trying to provide your service and or product. So just a little overview here. Relationship first, business second. Connect, build, know, like, and trust, value. Get to know them. As soon as you start connecting with them, scan the profile, see what similar interests you guys may have, open up a conversation, regular conversation. Don't try and sound too scripted, and don't sound spammy. Build a relationship, get to know them, where they're from, what they do for fun, what they do for a living, do they like it, how long they've been doing it for, and if they've ever thought about doing anything online, make extra money, start an extra source of income. You want to make sure you're capturing emails so that you can follow up and so you can close. Capture emails, build your list, follow up, because most people join between the 5th and the 12th contact, I believe, roughly. So definitely want to provide that value, provide that content. Don't post too much, don't post too little in a short period of time, and differentiate yourself from the masses. Be a leader, not a follower. Brand yourself, identify the need for your service, qualify your prospect before you put your business out there. Know what questions you should be asking. We went over that. What do you do for a living? How long have you been doing it for? Do you like it? Why not? You ever thought about doing anything online? Oh, really? Well, I have a great video for you to watch. Know which prospects are warm, hot, so that you know what you need to do to hurry up and reach that threshold for your business, for your life, so that you too can start scaling, growing, and be on the path to freedom, time freedom, financial control, and living life on your own terms. I thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you found some value. Definitely connect with me on Facebook. The link will be in the description below, as well on my blog. If for any reason you are interested in some information on my #1 recommended stream of income, definitely that link will be below as well. If for any reason you get started, not started, but for any reason you watch the video, I will be notified and I will be contacting you to see what you thought, answer any questions you may have, so that I definitely can help you cut the learning curve on your journey, and so that I can be of service to you and help you on your journey. It's Ronnie with investwithronnie.com. Thank you again. Connect with me, and I'll see you until next time.